And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's live stream, as always, please do smash the old like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, got a lighting issue, so without the studio, I'll try and amend it for today's later video or something like that, or the next video, so just bear with the sort of green screen for now. Look, not been live, not provided any updates in a little while, in 2 days really. It's been kind of just the same old for a lot of it really with regards to the managerial hunt. We're also in the international break, so nothing really happening in the Rangers space, if I'm all honest, in all honesty. But you know, I decided to come here and do a bit of a live stream and discuss the sort of managerial latest, what's going on, when we can expect to get a new manager, and yeah, just discuss what's kind of going on within the Rangers space at the moment. As I said, currently players are away on international duty. We've got around a week now, or a week today, until we'll be playing Hibernian, and as I said, we're currently in the hunt for a new manager. Look, the last update I provided you here on the channel, which everybody now knows, it's out of 2 candidates, Felipe Clement and of course Kevin Muscat. Again, sorry, and people keep on slagging me off down in the comment section below. I can't pronounce his name. Kevin Muscat. Again, look, it's still that's the same way, and an update for you. It's going to be, talks are going to be going into the weekend. Of course, Bisgrove and senior figures at Ibrox have been down in London speaking to candidates, and as we've stated multiple times, it has gone down to the final 2, Felipe Clement and Kevin Muscat, and basically the situation still remains the same. They're taking the talks now into the weekend to try and take their time in finding the right candidate. There has been a bit of news with regards to Felipe Clement, and he has apparently requested, or if he were to get the job at Ibrox, he has requested time to get the project going, if you like, and get everything going into full motion. And as I said, that's something that a lot of Rangers managers haven't really had. I think Barry Ferguson spoke recently with regards to, well, he said it in the Daily Record, with regards to the kind of revolving door at the moment at Rangers, and including sort of caretaker managers and all the rest of it. It's been very unlike Rangers. We've had 8 managers in the last 7 years, if you include the caretakers. I know the caretakers don't count, but we've had 8 different people take charge of the first team, which is, as I said, growing up, you know, I think Rangers have had, well, this would be we've had 18 proper managers in our time, but as I said, just over the last 10 years, it has been a bit of a mess. So it is good that the board are taking their time to get the appointment in place. And as I said, another update for you is they're taking it into the weekend, but we can expect the new manager to be announced on Monday, reports are stating. Again, everyone's still kind of 50-50 split. I do think Felipe Clement is the favourite as things stand. However, Kevin Muscat has impressed within talks, and a lot of the Rangers fan base, I believe, are swaying towards him. In fact, I think it's 50-50. In fact, my poll is not saying that. We've had 32 votes so far. Not too much, but it's a 75-25 split currently in this live chat, which is not too bad. I'm on the sort of Felipe Clement or bandwagon more so than the Kevin Muscat, and I feel like that will be the next manager of Glasgow Rangers. That's just where my sort of gut is going with. However, I do expect the club to come up with a decision after the weekend, an announcement to probably be made on Monday, and then we've got that sort of week then ready to go, prepare. He'll meet the players and be in the dugout for the game on Saturday against Hibernian, which is going to be a tough task as it is. We know what that tie is always like. They're always up for it, Hibernian. And as I said, we have no space to drop any more points now. We've simply, what, 7 points behind already? We're 8 games in. There's literally no room for error going forward. So I'm glad that the board are taking their time, but having said that, I do believe we are going to be coming to a decision come the end of the weekend, and the announcement should be made on Monday, and the new manager will be in the dugout ready to go for that game against Hibernian on the Saturday. But he's got a lot of stuff to do, going forward. But guys, just let me know down there in the old live chat who you guys are fancying. Who do you want as the next gaffer? People saying, Sharpie says, let's get Clement and now stop messing around. He'll need the summer to get us back. I just hope he's a good man manager. Well, again, everybody's saying different bits and pieces with regards to how the manager needs to be. He's got a crop of players there either way that he has to get the best out of until between now and January. It's simple as that. So, we've still it's not the end of the world. As I said, the title race is definitely not over yet. There's still 3 Old Firm games to go. We're only 8 games in. So, if we can hit the ground running, we've got a decent run of fixtures in terms of, yes, we've got some difficult sides. However, we've got a lot of home games coming up. So, again, I think it's going to be something that we can... we need a manager to hit the ground running and really have no room for error with regards to this current crop of players. We've also had this international break in terms that players are going to return back from injury as well, which is pretty good. We'll just take it where it comes from. Tam says, hurry up Monday. Big shout out to everybody else down there in the live chat. In terms of other stuff, guys, of course, players have been away on international duty, representing their nations. There was talk, Scotland the other night, they got robbed by the looks of things. Apparently, Scott McTominay's guy, Scotland have wrote to UEFA demanding something be it can't be sorted out, can it? But they want to be given clarity as to why his goal was chopped off. But yeah, other internationals that are currently ongoing. Another one that stood out to me, by the way, for 2 years, the big man's been injured. But Philippe Hollander has made a bit of a return now, representing Sweden. It looks like he's playing week in and week out now, which I find super bizarre. Literally couldn't kick a ball for us, couldn't play for us for ages, and now he's playing week in and week out again and representing at the highest level with his nation. Literally started the other day there in their 3-1 win over Moldova. Really interesting how things work like that. We just don't have the rubber green with injuries. I thought Hollander was a good player as well back in the day, but 2 years literally out on the sidelines, and he just returns back to everything just like normal. It's just our luck. He was a good defender, but yeah, very, very inconsistent with being available. I think he was out more times than he was actually available, which was frustrating at the time as well. But in terms of the international break, it's fine, it's super boring, but we've got this managerial hunt and we've got to wait. We just got to wait for this weekend to get over. We know the 2 candidates that are in place. I think we are swaying towards Clement, and I think it's going to be, the announcement reports are stating that an announcement will be made Monday. They are going to have final discussions, so we'll certainly find out who it's going to be. But I am swaying towards Clement. If I had to put money on it right now, I do think it will be Clement. But we'll see. Things can chop and change. But as I said, the board have had to take the time. They need to take the time. They can't afford to get this one wrong. We've had this conveyor belt of new managers and new projects and all the rest of it. We can't be going through life having these projects all the time. We should investigate as fan what's going on there. I can't spell it. If the next manager does not work, football board must and the club put for sale, says Sean Maxwell. The whole situation. I've done another video for Panenka, for those of you that follow it, going into sort of an investigation as to what's went wrong for Rangers over the last couple of years. And it's just mismanagement as well from the top. In terms of the managerial position, I don't necessarily think it's been wrong. I just think our recruitment strategy has been really bad. I don't necessarily think Giovanni Van Bronckhorst was a bad manager. He did a decent job, and I think he would have done a decent job. But the main thing for him is that, when it came to the transfer window, did he get the players that he wanted in through the door? I'm not too sure on that. I think, having a director of football, having the right people in the boardroom, a right direction when it comes to recruitment, is very important for the club going forward as well. That's something that needs to be sorted out as well. It's well and good saying that we're going to get this manager right. Yes, we need to get the manager right, and that's what we're trying to do. We're taking our time and doing it. But going forward as well, we need a proper recruitment strategy. We need something that's gonna make us money, that's gonna bring us in out of the dark ages. We can't simply rely on our manager, a novice like Michael Beale at the time, to make completely every single decision. It was suicide, really. We all probably thought about it. Like, complaining about director of football and managers should be able to bring whatever they want in. But really, in this day and age, I think you need a combination of both. You need something, you need a strategy, and then, of course, you want to have a manager have the final say on, does he want this player, does he want that player? But certainly, you need to be having a whole team that are identifying talents, gems all over the world that can come in and fit in through the team. And that's something that we've not had in a little while. The closest thing we maybe have had to it was under Steven Gerrard and Ross Wilson, but then again, for every sort of Joe Aribo, Calvin Bassey we had Grezdas that came in as well. So we did get it wrong a lot of the time as well, but recently we've got no sellable assets, I would say. Maybe Todd Cantwell, Nico Raskin. I'll get on to Nico Raskin in a video later on. I've made a proper video dedicated to him. But in terms of other players, certainly we've not really got any young sellable assets that we're going to make massive amounts of money. I just don't see it. But that's it. We need an announcement soon. Monday. It looks like it's going to be Monday out of the two. Why not give Gio his players, but give one no money? Gio would have had the top talent if it wasn't for Wilson. Again, there you go. It's something that you never know, but it's something that we can't make mistakes for going forward. You give Michael Beale, who's done 3 months in a job at QPR, the full reign of the football club, you back him. But then again, you don't back Giovanni Van Bronckhorst in the same way. You don't let him identify the players that he wants to bring in. So then again, you're giving difference to different projects. Stevie, I think, got a bit of both. But then again, Stevie wasn't backed after he won the league. So it's not just the managerial position for me that's the problem. Yes, we're going to be talking about the manager for much of this week. Yes, the manager's going to be announced this week. But for us, we've got so much more of a problem. We've got a problem with recruitment. We've got promotion. We've got a problem with direction. We need to amend that going forward as well. And simply, just having a new manager in through the door isn't going to change our fortunes for the long-term future. That's just not going to be the case. But obviously, we're starting with a manager this week, but then after that, I want to see a director of football be brought in. Something that the manager can maybe sit down with and go, look, if it is Felipe Clement, then they're going to go, oh, who would you say is a director of football? Oh, identify here, there, and everywhere. All the big clubs have a director of football. In terms of good recruitment strategies over the years as well, a great scouting department, a director of football making these decisions. It's very, very important for us. So yeah. Pedro and Michael Beale, worst manager in the SPL for Rowans, and Ali McCoy's poor too. I don't think Ali McCoy's actually his first season when he was in the SPFL. Scottish Premiership, sorry. I think a manager's shortlist has been bad. Why not give it to a well-known Washcash? I don't necessarily think we can get that. I think the names that were on the list were the ones that were available to us. Genuinely, I don't think that there was many out there that were wanting to join Rangers in terms of that. The best candidate that was probably available out there for me was Graham Potter. I know people don't stand by that, but he wasn't even on the shortlist. So that just goes to show something was an issue there. But yeah, just to summarise, guys, of course, the managerial hunt is going on into the weekend. Obviously, Saturday, we've probably got another day of interviews as well. But Monday, reports are expected, or reports are stating that the new manager will be announced. Of course, out to Clement and out to Kevin Muscat. Again, who it's going to be, I'm not sure. As you can see from the poll at the moment, it's gone now to 66% to 34%. So yeah, I do see that divide. I do think it's more of 2/3 is Clement and then 1/3 is Kevin Muscat. But having said that, look, things can change very, very quickly, and it's not up to us really as the fan base. It's up to the board and what they think. Who's going to be the best candidate? And as I said, I've heard positive things about Kevin Muscat, and I've heard positive things about Clement, but we'll see. We'll see on Monday. I think it looks like it's going to be Monday. But that can't be the end of it, troops. That can't be the end of it. We've got to get a director of football and really need to sort out our direction and where we're going as a team in terms of our recruitment strategy and all that good stuff as well. But Rangers fans, that's all I've really got for you today. I just wanted to come on, give a live stream, give you an update with regards to the hunt. Hopefully, as I said, the next one we're doing, we're discussing the new manager. Let me know your thoughts. Have you changed your mind on who you want as the new manager? Clement or Kevin Muscat? Let me know down there in the comment section below. And as I say, with the sporting director, do you think that's something that's needed at Rangers, or do you believe that the manager should be doing the recruitment? And would you put the trust and faith into either of these two to bring in the players that they wanted, like willy-nilly, like Michael Beale did? So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, guys. Like, subscribe, and I'll